Ripple XRP. So we have the World Summit that has said that the blockchain technology will be replacing the traditional banking system in the future. We do have some news in relation to an XRP ETF, a possible one, and what Blackrock has said regarding this. We do have an update from Gemini Exchange. If you remember, yesterday they did put out a few tweets for XRP. And we also have some news regarding the SEC hack. And of course, we will be looking at the price action for XRP coin today. All I ask from you guys are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. So first things first, I thought that I would show you this. Now this was actually back in 2022. So we're talking about a year and a half ago, and it was at the World Government Summit. And it says over here, High Vibe says that they told you exactly what is happening. A complete change in the financial system has obviously built the technology for cross-border payments.
What underpins a world order is always the financial system. And what we're seeing in the world today, I think, is we are on the brink of a dramatic change where we are about to, and I'll say this boldly, we're about to abandon the traditional system of money and accounting and introduce a new one. And the new one, the new accounting, is what we call blockchain. It means digital. It means having a almost perfect record of every single transaction that happens in the economy, which will give us far greater clarity over what's going on. It also raises huge dangers in terms of the balance of power between states and citizens. Most people think that digital money is crypto and private, but what I see are superpowers introducing digital currency. The Chinese were the first. The US is on the brink, I think, of moving in the same direction. The Europeans have committed to that as well.
And in terms of a new world order, it always does start with changing the financial system. Of course, that is how they are able to gain control. But it definitely does make sense because we are seeing these CBDs come into effect. Now, we have seen a few countries that are going to be introducing this, not really so much with the USA. I mean, there have been a few political candidates that are for it and some are against. As we know, Donald Trump is against, but we have to differentiate the CBDCs for wholesale use and then for retail use. Now, as we know, for the European Council, they're going to be issuing a digital euro. That's currently what they're working on right now. And the digital euro can be used by anyone within the European area. And so that is essentially going to be for retail as well. So you can use that CBDCs. But not only that, you still have the option to actually use cash as well. But we are seeing more increasing amounts of digital payments going on. And with the CBDCs, there's definitely a shift in the technology that we will be using going forward. I believe that China is also working on a CBDC as well, and Japan. So again, this is something that we have to look into. And also, as we know, with Ripple XRP, it can be used as a bridge currency, cheaper fees, which is what we like, and also the speed and efficiency. Definitely think that the financial system is going to be changing in the future. And if we just compare to how it was before, I mean 10 years ago, again, just at a very smaller level, we didn't even have things like, you know, your Apple Pay or your Google Wallet or things just like that. And so you don't even have to carry your debit cards with you. So more digital is coming round. Now, from Black Swan Capitalist, we have over here the gradual decoupling of XRP from Bitcoin is a positive step forward. It boosts my confidence in Ripple's independence and its mission to revolutionize the way money moves globally. Now, this is in relation to Blackrock. Now, I don't believe that Blackrock actually rejected an XRP ETF. I think all what it was is that the CEO, Larry Fink, as we know, of Blackrock, he just basically didn't comment on the fact as to whether we will be seeing an XRP ETF or not. Now, some people have been arguing the fact that XRP is poised to have an ETF, perhaps maybe later on this year or maybe next year. Some other people are saying that, well, actually, an Ethereum spot ETF will be coming soon, way before XRP. And it says over here that despite XRP's strong growth and legal win, Blackrock pours cold water on rumors, delaying hopes for an XRP ETF. Now, whilst Blackrock may not actually be bullish when talking about XRP or a possible ETF, I would advise that Blackrock never tell the truth anyway, and they always do whatever is in their best interest. And so if that means that they're going to keep quiet and hush-hush about XRP or anything to do with it as of now, then don't be surprised if, for example, in a year or 2 years' time, they come out with some sort of developments in relation to XRP. And that is a time when people would have said, well, I told you so, and that's what they're working on. Again, when it comes to these big institutions, they will never let you in on their secrets until obviously it is time. Now, Gemini Exchange did post a few tweets yesterday about XRP and also posted about a riddle as well. So the riddle answer was actually the XRP Perpetual Contracts, and this is going to be coming soon to Gemini Exchange. Now, a few people did say that this actually may be nothing, and to be honest with you, it kind of is really. It's not really newsworthy. It's nothing big for XRP. It's not obviously going to make the price fluctuate or anything like that. But perpetual contracts is just another type of future contracts, but instead you actually don't have the expiry date because of course it's perpetual, so it always goes on. So nothing newsworthy for this one, but I just thought I would let you know what the riddle answer was. Now, from Simon Limman, we have over here that last year the Department of Justice indicated a Sinlana cartel member who laundered nearly $900,000 in crypto. I mean, they're just not giving up on this when it comes to money laundering. So what she doesn't want you to know, Elizabeth Warren, in the years prior, the Sinaloa and the Norte del Valle cartels laundered nearly $900 million in fiat currency through HSBC. Well, through HSBC, that much amount of money. How did they possibly let that go through? And that's a fiat to crypto ratio of 1,000 to 1. Look at those odds, guys. Yet she still won't address the fact that there's so much money laundering in fiat currency than crypto. Senator Warren's entire gambit depends on public ignorance. Cash remains the preferred currency of criminals, and when compared to crypto, it's not even close.
Take one case. Last year, the Department of Justice indicted a Sinaloa cartel member who laundered nearly $900,000 in crypto by directing their U.S.-based drug couriers to deposit cash straight into the cartel's crypto accounts.
At this point, it's pretty ridiculous. I'm not quite sure if she's actually looking at these facts or not. I mean, she's clearly ignoring them or she's not looking at the whole picture, but she's definitely got some sort of agenda. Of course, she's probably paid to say all of this. But when looking at these facts, guys, I mean, 1,000 to 1, and we know that fiat currency has obviously been here longer than cryptocurrency in general, of course. But it will go to show that fiat currency will be the main one in when it comes to things like money laundering, and it is only going to be a big player because obviously there is just more in supply. And the fact of the matter is that she has not yet addressed this, and I want it to be addressed from her, but it seems like as if she is still going ahead with that bill. Now, Eleanor Terrett does actually address what has happened with the SEC regarding that hack. If you remember before, they were hacked, and that is when somebody apparently made a tweet saying that the spot Bitcoin ETFs were approved. So it says over here that the SEC has now provided an update on its X account hack, saying that the two-factor authentication had been disabled for around 6 months prior to the hack. So I wonder why that was the reason. A statement here says while multi-factor authentication had previously been enabled on the SEC account, it was disabled by X support at the staff's request in July 2023 due to issues accessing the account. Once the account was re-established, then the MFA remained disabled until staff re-enabled it after the account was compromised on January the 9th, and the MFA currently is enabled for all SEC social media accounts that offer it. I mean, the reason as to why it was actually disabled by X support in general, I didn't think that they had to do that, because if you had issues accessing the account, that means that you obviously don't have the information to get in. So your two-factor authentication, things like, you know, your mobile phone number or your email address. So obviously certain members of staff didn't have that. And so I don't think that they should have disabled it. Possibly they should have given the information and made sure that it was confidential to only those people working on that account or had access to it. And it says over here that the SEC also confirmed that it was indeed a SIM swap that occurred, and the unauthorized party gained access to the phone number via the telecom carrier, not via SEC systems. And then we've got a full statement on their website. And I'm not quite sure if I believe this. If I can remember correctly, after that tweet was actually put out, I'm sure that they were actually able to regain their account within roughly about 5 to 10 minutes. So how are they able to regain their account so fast? Again, this is something that I don't really believe, and I think that there needs to be further investigation. Of course, it is internal because obviously the SEC have provided this, so they're going to say whatever suits them best in order to kind of cover it up, really, so they're not blamed. Before we have a look at the price action today for XRP coin, I just want to show you this that Donald Trump has said in relation to a CBDC.
I will fully uphold the Second Amendment. I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency where they can rob your money.
Now, in relation to what Donald Trump is saying, I think he is talking about a retail CBDC rather than a wholesale CBDC. So with a real retail one, of course, it'll be citizens that will actually be using that CBDC in terms of making payments. And he's obviously saying that maybe they can rob your money that way. and that he doesn't want the CBDC going on forward. I do think that Donald Trump has received a lot of support regarding this in crypto, and I think that he has won over quite a few people in terms of this, and there will be a lot of people that will also be thinking this as well because they prefer cash. Now let's take a look at the price action for today. We are currently trading at 0.5045. This is the lowest that we have been for quite some time. On the 1 day chart, we are down by 4.87%, pretty much taking a hit like we did yesterday. For the volume, we are up by 63.92%, and we are trading at $1.3 million. So if we have a look at the early hours in the morning for today, we are currently trading at 0.5292. Now, we weren't doing too bad, right? We were at 0.5296, just under 53 cents. Unfortunately, we have taken a 2 to 3 cent dip. The lowest that we went to was 0.5037. On the 7 day chart, we are down by 12%. We were trading at 0.5794. We did take that dip all the way to 0.5266. So we pretty much lost 4 to 5 cents. And then we regained a bit of momentum over here to 0.5489, going back up to that 55 cent level. But we have now come down by 5 cents. So this is a zone that I was looking for. If we were going to be retracing back to 50 cents, then this is a newer low that we've come by. If you have a look on the 1 month chart, we are down by 18%. And on the 2nd of January, we were at 63 cents. So we've taken a massive 13 cent hit. Now, could we potentially be going lower than this? I think we could be if we do continue to retrace down, and we could potentially be seeing the 48 cent level again where we were before. However, what I want XRP coin to do is to get back into that 53 to 55 cent range. And I think if it can do that, we should be able to consolidate. But it is a pretty red day for XRP and just taking another hit again, unfortunately. Guys, if you want daily Ripple XRP coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.